Well, hey, TikTok, it is Butter Love, Caregivers Corner Connection, and Caregivers Conversation. And I just want to say it's been a day. First of all, the Honey Bun King is fine. All the lab work came back spotless. He is down where he's supposed to be. He is now at 224. They did give him meds. I just picked him up from the doctor to get the swelling down. Basically, um, he just retained a lot of water. So that should be down in a couple of days. But I want to tell you how it is when you're a caregiver. Now, you guys know, I'm sorry. Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Rachel, but I go by Bella and Zap, and I'm what you consider a generational caregiver. I had my mom for 15 years, and she had Alzheimer's, congestive heart failure, and Parkinson's. But I had to get everybody's honey bun king on the internet. My adult son, Kevin, who suffers from schizophrenia, defective disorder, traumatic brain injury, early onset Alzheimer's, and he has a heart condition at 39. It's a lot. I share my journey on here to let other caregivers know that they are not alone. Um, I work a 40-hour week job. I am a public speaker and author. Um, I own my own consulting agency, Caregivers Corner Connection. .com, where I assist families in getting the things that they need, resources, setting up their homes for a loved one, or maybe they want a facility, and I do the research on the facility. But yeah, getting back to my day. You guys know I get up at 4 every morning, but for some reason I got up at 3. I was just up. Got Kevin up, got him dressed, didn't let him eat because I knew they was going to do blood work. Um, got to the doctors, sat there for the longest. I was going to get him a flu shot, but they're all out. Um, Checked him out. Blood work came back spotless. The doctor said, "You're doing an amazing job." I said, "Thank you, doc. I really appreciate that." And I love it when I hear doctors tell me that. That lets me know I'm doing my job. He says, "You want me to call a prescription?" Yes, call it in. I use Walmart Pharmacy because they take his insurance. He used to be at Walgreens, but they don't no longer take his insurance for his medication. And there's a Walmart right around the corner from my house. So he called it in. Okay, one prescription was ready, the other one wasn't, so I had to go up further to the super center to get the other medicine. I get home, I'm like, where the hell is his medicine? I cleaned out my car. I'm driving around because I have to stop in the store. I'm backtracking for about an hour and a half. Something say, "Butter Love, call the pharmacy, the first one." The lady said, "You sped off once you signed the paper and didn't even get his meds." I'm tired. That's a sign of burnout. Plus, my room looks absolutely crazy. And this is something that caregivers deal with. I'm telling you, foggy mind, tired, overexerting yourself. It's a lot. And I've been doing this for 20 years. 15 years with my mom, 5 years with my son, and then my sister was here this past summer because she had a 20-pound tumor in her stomach and she needed me to take care of her after her operation. So she spent a couple of weeks here with me. At one point, I had two people in my house with mental and physical disabilities, which was my mom and Kevin. My mother passed on to glory in 2022. And then I had my sister and my son. This is a lot for anybody. And this is why I am so hell bent on supporting my caregivers. Because people who don't walk this walk or do what we do can never truly understand what we go through on a daily basis. My day starts every day no later than 4:30. I don't go to bed until Kevin goes to bed. And if he's on high, because I don't know what I'm dealing with at that particular point in time. Is it schizophrenia with his delusion? Is it traumatic brain injury with his delusion? Or is it early onset Alzheimer's? I deal with stuff every day with no breaks in between. There is no day support center for my son. There is no respite care for him. Now, I share resources for seniors because there are resources out there. There are resources out there for people who may have cancer. There's resources out there for some resources because I'm not an autistic mom for autistic mothers. But for my son to be 39 and dealing with so much, it is a lot. And like I always say, I have not been on a vacation since 2014 before my late husband passed, and he passed away in 17. So when I say I deal with grief, survivor's guilt, because even though I was there when he passed, I did CPR on him for almost 30 minutes before help came. So I had to get through that survivor's guilt. Guilt of why is my son disabled? Is it something that I did when I was pregnant? And then once I saw it, I didn't want to see it because I was already dealing with grief and my mother, this house, a lot of other things. It's a lot that I fought myself for, and I had to go to therapy for that. I started therapy in January 2025, holding so much in for so many. When I say years, I'm talking years. I am talking absolute years. And then to be alone walking in this grief journey and alone walking in this caregiver journey, it is a lot. So when I say give caregivers a break, give caregivers grace, especially for ones who are on the outside looking in and have condescending words to say. This walk is not for everybody. It really is not. So if you are taking care of someone and maybe that disability has surpassed what you can do, and you have guardianship or power of attorney, and now it's time for them to transition them out of your home into a facility, do not allow your family to talk shit, because they're not the ones doing everything. And even though you place that loved one someplace permanent, that does not mean you're not a caregiver. You're still a caregiver. You're just not caring for them in your home. You still do their laundry. You still go to the doctor's appointment. You still got to do their financial information. You still got to do all that. Pain medicine. You still got to manage everything. You're just not managing all that and them in your home, because that is a lot. Now that I got his meds, I'm going in the house. I'm going to clean up my room, because I have to clean up my room. Because people don't realize when I come home, I'm at another job. And my other job is caregiving. So, you see a caregiver, tell them have a good day. If you see a caregiver, just say you're doing a great job. For family members to have someone who is taking care of somebody, if you don't have anything to say nice, if you're not pitching in, even if it's nothing but, hey, you take a nap, I'll sit with them, or hey, you want me to come do your laundry for you, or is there anything you need from the store? Do me a favor, shut the fuck up. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Disrespectfully, I mean that. Shut up. It's already enough with us looking at people that we love suffer and eventually pass on without your condescending tone. And I mean that. I truly do mean that. So, let me go in the house and get this boy's meds. Because I feel like a road runner. Because that's all that I do. I go from work, home, work here, my business, making their appointments with that, doing public speaking. It's a lot that I do on a daily basis. So like I said, if you know of a caregiver and you're not chipping in, but you got something condescending to say, shut the fuck up. Please. We got enough on our plates. Other than that, you guys have an amazing day. To all my caregivers, I am giving you your flowers now. Not just my women caregivers, but my men caregivers and my medical moms and medical dads. They don't know this walk. And don't allow anybody to put any more bricks on your back than what you're carrying. Take it, leave it in 2025, because 2026, you're not tolerating the bullshit. So, I'm in the house. See you guys later.